We're back, episode 2. Today we're going to dig out all of the footings, and the stem wall. So we mapped out the layout of where the house is going to be. The main goal is to have the view that we have facing that way. Now, we have a great situation where it kind of comes downhill from where we're going. From here, we're going to dig 3 feet down. The finished floor will be about 2 feet high. We want to make sure like the grade kind of stays consistent if anything kind of comes up. Because the last thing we want is the driveway kind of coming down and then the apron to the garage kind of meeting and causing some kind of water issue. So we want to keep it as level as possible. We have tons of fill from building this road, so we have tons of backfill for around the entire house. The elevation between all 4 corners, there's no more than like 1.5 feet of change. So let's just get to digging. So that's basically it. We'll get this all fine-tuned, raked out, looking nice, and then we'll be getting some gravel in here. We have a designer to do our site plan and situate this. He has a device called a Trimble, and basically what that is a GPS device that can pinpoint exactly where we have this set up on the site plan. Now that we have it dug out, he's gonna come back and he's gonna pinpoint exactly where all the corners are. That way we know exactly where to set our forms. I'm hoping we got pretty close to where we don't have to do much shovel work, but I think we'll be good. It is the morning of day 2. Got our gravel delivery this morning and we have our plate compactor. I'm gonna get in the trench with the plate compactor, get everything compacted. After that's done, we're gonna toss gravel in there and compact that. This is a 5/8 minus gravel. It's a very compactable material and it is the best for this job. It's also gonna be on top of the sand, because out here we have primarily sand, so it compacts very well as it is. We could probably get away with just compacting the sand and calling it a day, but I lean towards overbuilding. So I just finished compacting all the base for the footers, and I realized as I was walking through it, I missed a big section. There's a dividing wall between the living over here and the garage area over there. That dividing wall section didn't get dug out. Bit of a bummer. It is now the morning of day 3. So last night, didn't film this part, but I ended up digging out the center portion with the skid steer. This morning I compacted that and I put gravel down, compacted that again. Now we are good to go. So all of this is done. Now we're waiting on a company to come out here with their equipment and pinpoint every corner of this build so we know exactly where to form up for our footers. We officially got all of the lines spray painted down, and this is where the wall is going to be. So the footers will be a little wider than this, but this is the general area. After confirming the lines, it looks like we'll be good. It looks like we excavated exactly where we needed to. Look at this straight line. So nice and so straight. So it is the morning of day 4. We just got our delivery for the forms, the 2x6s for the forms, all of the rebar we need for that. And we also got all of the fast foot forms and the ICF block as well right behind me. So we have a lot of material here. We are ready to get going. So our plan for today is we're gonna frame up for all the forms. I'm by myself today, so we'll see how much we can get done. That is our goal for today. Now that we've finished forming everything up, we now have to level this thing out perfectly flat. That's very important because when we go to stack our block, we want a perfectly level surface all the way around. This is the wall right here. This is the outside wall. So I want to be 4 inches. I know we're gonna bring it up roughly 3 inches or so. Shake this in. Okay. That's good. What I'm doing is I'm going to put a stake in the ground. I'm going to pull the forms up higher than they need to go. Once that's done throughout the whole thing, I'm going to go through with the laser and I'm gonna hit down the stake until the form is exactly where it needs to be. The reason why I'm doing that is because if I get one section exactly where it needs to go, and then I start like lifting up and moving the form, that one might wiggle down a little bit. Should work. Up here it works. We'll see if it works down here. I'm very happy that these forms are done. I will say I'm not happy with the person who excavated this. Before I show you the terrible excavation work that I performed, I was already planning on overbuilding this. The footers on the plans call for a 6-inch tall, 16-inch wide. And I decided that I wanted an 8-inch tall, a 20-inch wide. There are some areas that are 8 inches, and there's some areas that are not 8 inches, and they are drastically deeper than that. If this was a contractor I brought onto my job site, I don't know if I'd bring him back on again. At the same time, we're making the foundation a little bigger, which I wanted anyway, so I'm fine with it. That's it for today. The footers are done. The original plans didn't show the bump out in the garage, so when I ordered the materials, we're shy a couple corners. We're gonna get those corners next week, and then we'll get rolling on all of the fast foot. We'll get that installed. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.